Afternoon, Andoni.
Afternoon.
It's been a phenomenal start to the season. Unbeaten in your last 5, just the first defeat on the opening day against Liverpool. If someone had said to you at the start of the season that you'd sell all the players that you'd sold, bring new players in, and then you'd have the ability to go second after the Fulham game, what would you have said?
I think it's too early to take those conclusions. I think we are talking about very small differences. I think Fulham are now, I don't know where they are, 11, 12. They beat us, they are level on points with us. You know, you beat them, obviously you get in a better position, but now it's too early to look. I don't look at the standings. I'm not even sure where we are. I know we are there 6, I think, no, or something like this, but I'm not even sure. I know the points we have, these are for us. So for me, it's about being competitive. I'm happy because we are being competitive. Some games I think we are playing better, the others not as good, but I think we are being competitive, and I want to keep this level, no, at least all the season if we can. But this is about small margins. All the games have been very leveled. I expect the same tomorrow. Every game we've played against Fulham has been like faces for you, faces for them, small things that make the difference, and I expect the same tomorrow.
You talk about the small margins and the small differences, but the performances with new players have still been exceptional for Bournemouth. How have you sustained that quality, that competitiveness, that philosophy, whilst having new players come in? Because that's what people will be saying. How are Bournemouth continuing to play this way?
I think we have obviously the disadvantage that we have a lot of new players, especially a lot of new young players that they have to adapt to the Premier League, to the rhythm of the Premier League. But also we have a big advantage is that we have a lot of players that have been with us for 2 seasons. This is third pre-season with us, let's say. So those players help us a lot to integrate the new ones. Sometimes they are the first one to correct, even live, during exercises and trainings, because they've been there before and they know the normal struggles when you start. And this is also a big advantage. So I think this is sustaining us in moments where we need some clarity on the pitch, and it's good for the team, yes.
Let's have a look at the team news then again against Fulham. Obviously a couple of concerns, a couple of doubts. What's the latest with players coming back or players you won't have?
No, I think Enes and Adam that were the ones that we knew that were going to be out. And I hope also to recover Lewis Cook, who has been training better this week, and I hope to have him back tomorrow, yes.
And Fulham have got a few injury concerns themselves. No Kenny Tete, Rodrigo Muniz. There's question marks over Raul Jimenez, who scored 5 goals in his last 6 games against Bournemouth. But when you look at them, they're a very strong side. They have 2 strong 11s. I went and watched the League Cup game and they made 11 changes and they still had loads of quality. Does that mean this will still be a difficult game regardless of those key injuries?
That is going to be difficult is very clear. You know, it's always like this in the Premier League. It doesn't matter almost the opposition. But also, Fulham is a team that they've been working also with Marco very well last seasons. They know what they are doing. They do it very well. They haven't really lost any important player. That is very important when you start a new season. And also they've had a very, very nice squad. Players like Kevin, even Smith Rowe, Chukwueze, that I know him very well from Spain. Top players are not starting a lot of games, so it means that they have a lot of different options they can use. We've been working, I don't know if he was going to play or not, with the thought that Raul Jimenez is going to start, and if not, they have other options also. So we have to prepare for a big fight, because I think it's going to be, for our defenders, it's going to be demanding, because they always create things and they are always dangerous.
One of the things about Fulham is, whilst they're so good at home, they haven't been as effective away from home. Just the 1 point so far this season. They've lost 6 of their last 9. Through your analysis, why do you think perhaps they're a different team away from home, and is that something you can capitalise on?
I think it's a little bit about more of the same. It's too early. It's 3 games away, 3 games at home. You know, yeah, you can see some tendencies, but I think they play very well at home and away. Even the other day, the best example, Villa away, probably the first 30-35 minutes, they were winning 1-0, but they should be winning maybe more clearly, because they played with a lot of personality, playing really well, and it's normal. Normally, every team is stronger at home than away. It's very difficult to win games away, and that's what, now that we play at home, we have to try to make also the game here very, very difficult for them. And I think we've been quite solid these 3 games at home, and I hope, past season we didn't have this. We had the same points at home and away, I think 28 and 28, so I hope we can have more at home, not because normally it's like this, and I hope we can keep being strong. I think we've started well, and I hope we can keep the same way.
And one thing about Fulham I've noticed as well, that they concede a lot of penalties. Is that something you're aware of? Is that something you build into your game plan?
No, it's not. No, we try to find weaknesses. Sometimes it's difficult, but we try to find the places where we can use our strengths, basically, but not thinking about these things, no.
And finally, this may become a theme over the next few weeks. You've been linked with Manchester United. You're out of contract in the summer here at Bournemouth. Are you any closer to potentially agreeing or signing a new deal? Do you have any thought processes with regards to seeing what you've achieved so far this season and thinking, I want to continue to be the Bournemouth boss?
No, there are no changes. I've said it a lot of times. I'm very happy here. We have very, very good relationship with Bill, the owner, with Simon, with Thiago, and we will speak. Not in front of you, we will speak when we consider, and when there is something to announce, we will tell, but we are not going to speak about these things here in front of you. No.
Thank you.
With Raúl Jiménez a big doubt and Munoz out,
Yes.
do you know what to expect if they're both unavailable?
I expect Raúl Jiménez to start. I think he's going to start. But if not, they have a lot of options also. They have new young number 9 that is also very good. They have they used the other day Traoré, they can use Kevin, they can use a lot of players that can play there. So I know we will have a very good number 9 in front. I don't know who. I think it's going to be Raúl Jiménez, but I have no idea. I don't have their inside information. But whatever is the striker for them, they are going to be good, I know, and they are going to be dangerous, so it's not going to change a lot for us.
And it's another small sample size, but going back to April, you've averaged 2 points a game here, I think, at home since then, in 6, 7, 8 games, whatever it might be. How, you talked about sort of the first long chunk of your time here, you haven't had the points here you've wanted. Do you feel a corner has been turned? Have you done things differently?
I hope so, because you always want to be very strong at home. No, past season was very leveled in a good way, because I think it's a good amount, both home and away. This season, I think home we started really well, but this is very long and we just are starting. So I don't think we should read too much into these 5-6 games. It's too early for everything, and still we have to do a lot more and to earn more points, and we cannot start looking like these 5-6 games, because I don't think it's an enough number of games to read too much into it.
The fact you always train here on
Yes.
the eve of a home game, is it essentially the same training session you would do at the training centre, or do you do things differently? Do you pump crowd noise through the speakers or anything?
No,
like that?
I'm not as innovative. No, I've seen other managers do it, but no, we do exactly the same. I used to do it like this because when I was a player, I loved it. When you train in an empty stadium, I think it's nice. It's like, okay, this starts today, starts now. It's 24 hours, but we are now playing because we are going to play here. You imagine yourself, you take, I don't know, the set pieces from the same places, you try a penalty from the same spot you are going to try tomorrow, and I think it's more a mental thing of, it's not like any other, like other trainings. Every day we go training in our very nice facilities. No, it's in the stadium, and this is the start of the game for me almost.
Have you ever, when in your playing time, did you ever have a manager who do any of those gimmicky things with, I don't know, music around the training ground or crowd noise or anything?
No, I've seen Mikel do it, in the documentary, and this, No, I haven't had. I've had, yes, special coaches, but no, things like this I don't remember.